Many California homeowners have a powerful method available to stop foreclosure. The Federal Truth in Lending Act, along with Regulation Z, imposes strict disclosure requirements on lenders for certain loans secured by a borrower's primary residence. A lender violation allows the borrower to cancel their loan and receive a significant reduction in the loan balance along with attorney fees. Perhaps most importantly, a Truth in Lending Act rescission can stop a lender's foreclosure without bankruptcy or even a lawsuit. Of course, with the Truth in Lending Act, as with most statutes, special rules and conditions do apply. One important rule to keep in mind is that the Truth in Lending Act does not apply to a purchase money loan. The Truth in Lending Act also does not apply to business or investment property loans. The Truth in Lending Act only applies to non-purchase money loans which are secured by a borrower's primary residence, where the loan proceeds are used for personal, family, or household purposes. Every Truth in Lending Act covered loan requires the lender to provide two different kinds of notice to the borrower: the borrower's 3-day right to cancel, and disclosures about the true cost of the loan, information about the annual percentage rate, finance charge, the amount financed, and the total of payments. There are statutory requirements about the contents and accuracy of each form of notice. If the notices are incomplete or inaccurate beyond the statutory allowances, then the borrower's 3-day right to cancel is extended for up to 3 years from the date the borrower signed the loan documents. When a borrower exercises a valid rescission, several important things change between the borrower and lender. First, the lender is no longer allowed to collect any interest, fees, or costs related to the loan. Instead, every penny paid by the borrower is applied to reduce the loan's principal balance. Second, the lender's security interest in the borrower's property automatically becomes void under federal law. Now, this is very helpful for California borrowers in foreclosure because a lender's right to foreclose depends on the validity of its security interest in the property. Third, the lender must respond to a rescission notice within 20 days of the borrower's sending it. Failure to act within the 20 days is an additional violation which can expose the lender to additional damages. And fourth, the lender must pay the borrower's attorney fees and any borrower damages. After this is taken care of, the borrower then must make arrangements to repay the lender any remaining loan balance, usually by refinancing or even selling their property. Doing a proper Truth in Lending Act rescission requires knowledge of the many special rules that apply. There are too many to cover here in any detail, but two noteworthy rules to keep in mind are: first, a borrower cannot rescind after their home is sold, whether the sale happens voluntarily or through the foreclosure process. And second, in some parts of the country, including California, a court will not enforce a rescission exercised while a borrower is in contract with a buyer to sell their home. Because of the many special rules that apply, California homeowners are encouraged to find an attorney experienced in Truth in Lending Act issues. You can contact California attorney Jason S. Buckingham toll-free at 877-812-2200 or online at jsb-law.com.